Hello, I'm only Jax. Normally I script these things, but we're gonna do something a little different because I just watched this saga on TikTok and I have to share this with you. I don't even know how much commentary I'm gonna have for this subject, but I just had to share this with you because this is so verifiably stupid. Like I have no one to tell about this, so here we go.
I'm saying I have my insurance and I'm trying to give you my insurance right now and you're refusing to take it.
Okay, and everything's been recorded this whole entire time.
This police officer just pulled me over and I'm pretty sure he just did some illegal So let's talk about it. Can somebody please tell me if he's allowed to do this? He pulled me over and said that I was going 30 and a 15, which first of all isn't true, okay? But whatever. I know they lie on their tickets because they have a quota. He wrote me a ticket for no insurance. I have insurance. I said over and over again, here it is, here it is, here it is. He said, no, you took too long. Here's your ticket. I said, no, I'm not signing that. I have insurance. Why won't you take my insurance? He reached his arm into my car and threw my Can he legally just enter my vehicle like that without any kind of probable cause or danger? I'm genuinely asking because I don't think you can just reach into my car for no reason like that. Entered my car and threw the ticket. Not only threw the ticket, my driver's license is now stuck. There he goes. Andersonville Police Department, can we please do better? Why are your officers being rude, refusing my insurance that I'm offering them, and then literally throwing my things into my car at me? Like I'm a f***ing animal. Like, hello? What the actual
This might be old news to some of you, but I just was blessed with this in my TikTok feed. So basically what happened is there's like this micro influencer who got pulled over in Gallatin, Tennessee for, as the cop alleges, going 30 miles an hour in a 15-mile-an-hour school zone. So it's a motorcycle cop, pulls her over, starts the traffic stop. To summarize it, we're gonna see the whole thing, but pulls her over for doing 30 and a 15. And as he, again, you're gonna see this, but as he pulls her over, he's like, hey, got you for doing 30 and a 15. She's like, okay, I don't think I was going that fast. Officer ignores it, says, I need your license, registration, and insurance. And so she's able to provide the license and the registration, but as she goes to provide her insurance, the officer notices that it's expired. So he says, hey, no worries, I'll give you a second to find the current insurance. I'm gonna go take care of stuff. He goes to like write the ticket, look her up, whatever. He comes back and she still doesn't have the updated insurance. She's like on the phone with her mom, whatever. So the cop's like, cool, can't waste my time doing this. She's like, no, can you wait here while I get the correct insurance? And he's like, no, I got other things to do. Like, here's your ticket. It says you failed to provide me insurance and doing 30 and a 15. Sign this ticket. It's not an admission of guilt or anything. And once you find the correct insurance, take it to the court. They'll dismiss that part. And so all you'll be left with is the 30 miles an hour in the 15-mile-an-hour zone. She immediately following this interaction goes to, oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've done this. She immediately after that interaction goes to TikTok to be like, this prick just pulled me over. He was lying about my speed. I was trying to give him insurance. Wild. But I want to play this for you so you can enjoy what I just watched. This is not like a pro-police, anti-lady thing. This is just, how could you be this dense is what this is. So here, we'll watch it together. Okay, so this is the woman in question. Her name is Audra Bean. Okay, she's got 19,000 followers. I did a cursory look over her TikTok, and it's just like makeup stuff. She's a woman of many faces. And, to some folks, that's great. To others, it almost feels like lying. But you know what? I'm happy for you. 2.2 million likes for the girls. She's an actress, which Oscar-winning performance upcoming, folks. Chat, you're gonna love this. So, she made 4 videos on this, and we're gonna start from the one that made her famous.
I'm saying I have my insurance and I'm trying to give you my insurance right now and you're refusing to take it.
Okay, and everything's been recorded this whole entire time.
This police officer just pulled me over and I'm pretty sure he just did some illegal shit. So let's talk about it. Can somebody please tell me if he's allowed to fucking do this? He pulled me over and said that I was going 30 and a 15, which first of all isn't fucking true, okay? But whatever. I know.
If it's not true, go to court, tell them it wasn't true. I've heard anecdotally, me personally, I've never gotten a speeding ticket. I have talked my way out of a couple speeding tickets, but me personally, I've heard anecdotally, it's not impossible to, it sounds pretty easy to get out of a speeding ticket if you just ask the court to prove that the radar was, calibrated that day. If the officer doesn't show up, I hear it gets dismissed. There's a lot of way to get out of this, but I'm talking too much.
So they lie on their tickets because they have a quota. He wrote me a ticket for no insurance. I have insurance. I said over and over again, here it is, here it is, here it is. He said, no, you took too long. Here's your ticket. I said, no, I'm not signing that. I have insurance. Why won't you take my insurance? He reached his arm into my car and threw my shit. Can he legally just enter my vehicle like that without any kind of probable cause or danger? I'm genuinely asking because I don't think you can just reach into my car.
He had to give you the ticket somehow, right? I think reaching in, listen, I'm not a legal expert. However, the man had to give you a ticket somehow. If you weren't gonna sign it and take it, he had two options. He could throw it in there, or he could like gently like toss it on your dash, which it looks like, I mean, look at this video. That looks like exactly what he did. Look right there. He's just, it's oh wait, hold on. It's a, you know what I mean? Like, look at that. That's like as gentle as it gets.
Entered my car and threw my shit. Threw the ticket. Not only threw the ticket, my driver's license is now stuck.
I conferred with my fiance. This is a drop. That's what he did. That's a drop. He dropped it on her dash. It is unfortunate that the ID got stuck though. I've had stuff go in there and that's not fun to get out. So sorry, girl, on that part, I'm on your side, but this gets rough quick.
Entered my car and threw my shit. Threw the ticket. Not only threw the ticket, my driver's license is now stuck. There he goes. Andersonville Police Department, can we please do better? Why are your officers being rude, refusing my insurance that I'm offering them, and then literally throwing my things into my car at me like I'm a fucking animal? Like, hello? What the actual fuck?
So as can be seen, according to Audra Bean, it just goes from 0 to 100 with no stopping in sight. But let's recap. The crux of her argument is that the police officer was rude, wouldn't accept her insurance, and entered her vehicle. I struggle to see how in a court of law that's going to be considered entering. So she posts this, right? She gets 429,000 likes. It got 821,000 views. Okay, so like just under 1 million views. It does well, you know? And so the Gallatin Police Department sees this and they take to the internet to be like, whoa, we're missing some details here. Audra Bean's retelling of events is not what happened. And so I'm not sure which came first, the chicken or the egg here, but I'm gonna pull up what they said on Facebook because the next 3 videos Audra Bean makes all revolve around kind of their response to this. So we'll go in ideally order of events, but the whole thing is funny. Okay, so this is the Gallatin Police Department's official statement. They post this April 28th at 5:10 p.m. They post this statement on April 28th on the same day. On the same day, they created, I don't know if it was created on the same day, but there's now a TikTok for the Gallatin, Tennessee Police Department, and the only video on the account is the body cam footage of the interaction. So you've heard her retelling of events. We're gonna read the Gallatin Police Department official statement that they made, and we're gonna look at the body cam footage afterward to see who's telling the truth. The Gallatin Police Department is aware of a video circulating on social media regarding a traffic stop that occurred yesterday afternoon involving one of our officers. We understand the concerns that videos like this may generate and want to provide accurate context about the incident. On the date of the incident at 3:19 p.m., Officer Azer conducted a traffic stop in the Station Camp School Zone after observing a vehicle traveling 30 miles per hour in a clearly marked 15-mile-per-hour zone. This enforcement action was taken in response to recent community complaints regarding speeding in that school zone. At 3:19 p.m., Officer Azer made contact with the driver and requested her driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. During the interaction, the driver mentions she does not think she was going that fast. Officer Azer also addressed the vehicle's window tint and explained Tennessee law. However, no citation was issued for the tint violation. At 3:20 p.m., after the driver provided 2 insurance cards from different agencies that were both expired, Officer Azer advised her that he would allow additional time to locate valid insurance documentation. He then returned to his patrol vehicle and began issuing a citation for speeding. At 3:24 p.m., Officer Azer returned to the vehicle and asked the driver if she had located valid proof of insurance. I just want to step in here. I'm 95% sure that the law states you have to have some sort of valid proof of insurance able to show the officer like right then. Okay, so if we trust Gemini, which I do, I asked the question, do I have to have immediate proof of insurance in my car, Tennessee? And I say immediate proof of insurance because I'm like 95% sure that giving extra time to search for the insurance, that's like a per cop basis. Every time I've been pulled over, I had to take like 30 seconds to pull up my app and show it on my phone. Also, I'm seeing here that digital proof didn't start being accepted in Tennessee until July 1st, 2025. Like, get with the times. Anyway, so Gemini hits us back with, yes, you are required to have immediate proof of insurance or financial responsibility in your vehicle at all times in Tennessee. Proof can be a paper card or an electronic version on your phone, which police will accept during traffic stops or accidents. Failure to provide proof can result in fines, license suspension, or registration suspension. So I'm putting it out. I'm putting it out there. Even if you're on her side, which I'm not. But if, let's say I was, she didn't provide, we'll see the body cam footage. Let's get back to the statement. At 3:24 p.m., Officer Azer returned to the vehicle and asked the driver if she had located valid proof of insurance. The driver was still unable to provide current documentation. At 3:25 p.m., the driver stated she believed she had valid insurance and asked if Officer Azer could wait for her mother to arrive. Officer Azer advised her that he could not delay the stop and that she would need to provide proof of insurance to the court. At that time, an insurance violation was added to the citation. While explaining the citation, the driver was on the phone and did not fully engage with the officer's instructions. At 3:26 p.m., the driver refused to sign and accept the citation. Officer Azer again explained the process for addressing the citation and providing proof of insurance to the court. When the driver refused to take the citation, Officer Azer placed it on the dashboard and concluded the stop without further incident. Later that afternoon, the driver contacted the department to file a complaint. She was advised of the process of submitting a formal complaint and provided with the appropriate information, including that if she reports false information on a written complaint, she could be charged with a felony offense. The Gallatin Police Department is committed to transparency, professionalism, and accountability. We remain dedicated to serving our community and ensuring the safety of all motorists. And let me just say, you're gonna watch this body cam footage. I know I've been hyping it up. This is so good. This is so good. Okay, so I'm not gonna play it in full because there's a lot of silence here. So the only thing I'm going to be cutting out is the silence. So the part where he rolls up here is silent, and then he has an interaction with I already forgot her name. Aubrey Bean, something Bean. He rolls up to her, and then that interaction happens, and then he goes back to his bike and the audio goes silent. So those are the only 2 parts of this interaction I'm cutting out. You are missing 0 context.
6 on traffic. Bison Trail, Welsh College. How are you? Not bad. Hey, also as got your reason stops you doing 30 and a 15-mile-an-hour school zone. Need your license, registration, and insurance.
I don't think that I was going that fast.
Okay.
I like it when you can tell the cop is just trying to do his job. I don't think I was going that fast. Okay. I got you going that fast, but okay, sure. Yeah, fine. Whatever. License and registration, please.
Registration and insurance. Are we living in Florida? Are we down here now, or what's going on?
I go back and forth. I have a house in both states.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really
Okay. Do you know the window tint law in Tennessee?
No.
35% all the way around, nothing on the front windshield, and I cannot even see inside that back window.
Yeah, that's because this was done in California.
Well, it's in Tennessee now. It's registered in the state of Tennessee.
So if you needed an indicator for how the rest of this interaction was going to go. So we've already established in the body cam footage that the car is registered in Tennessee. She's driving in Tennessee, and you're not allowed to have, and this was really upsetting for me when I got a car in Tennessee. I wanted to do limo tint, but unfortunately in Tennessee, you can have 35% tint all around your car except for the front windshield. And 35% tint is pretty good. It's like sunglasses. What she has, this is what the officer means by I can't see through your back window, is that her tint lets less than 35% of the light in. You'll see this on giant trucks. You'll see this on cars where the people inside don't want you to see what they're doing, or most commonly referred to as limo tint, because this is the kind of tint a limo would have to allow you, should you be lucky enough to ride around in a limo or have gone to prom, to allow you the privacy of no one being able to see what's in there. So he takes the time to be like, hey, so you know, this tint is totally illegal in Tennessee. She says the car's from California, which means nothing, but just if there was any indicator for how the rest of this interaction was going to go, this would be it.
So it has to comply with Tennessee laws.
Well, I'll be out of here on the 2nd. Is this what you're looking for? What do you need?
Yep, registration and insurance. Yes, ma'am. Awesome. That's expired. 6/7/25. I'll give you time to look for that and I'll be back, okay?
Okay, so claim number one, that they wouldn't accept her insurance, is technically true if she's meaning to say they wouldn't accept her expired insurance. And we're gonna lower the desk because I'm tired of standing. What do we think, Chad? Do we like this angle better? Do we like this Only Jack's angle better? I feel like I'm a talk show host behind here. I want to talk quieter and smoother. But anyway, this is the point of the video where the officer says, hey, I'm gonna give you some time to go find it. I gotta do some stuff with my bike.
Thank you, man.
Okay, so the part I'm cutting out right here is the 4 minutes of silence while the officer is at his bike getting the ticket ready.
There you go, Miss Emily. Any luck with that insurance, ma'am?
So, I don't know. This is not written.
That's the registration. Well, you got Progressive and Travelers.
This is old.
Okay, that's an old one. What's the expiration date on that one?
This one says 12/7/25, but I don't think that's right. I just called my mom and she said it's through Progressive and it should be current, so it might just be. Hello?
I don't know if you heard that tapping, but I like it's in this little pixelated corner here. He's literally just like doing the Jeopardy theme with his fingers, like, okay, hurry this up. Like, I don't have time for your phone call. I already gave you 4 minutes to provide accurate insurance that already should be in your car. Okay, so I'll run that back, and it's very important. Okay, hold on, let's get my face cam. It's very important that you remember this order of events. He goes to the bike to write the speeding ticket. The ticket is written, there's nothing he can do. He writes the speeding ticket, he comes back to the car, asks, hey, did you have the time to find that insurance? When she responds with a very unambiguous, yeah, I don't know what to do here. So you'll see it, I'll rewind it, but that's where he like checks the insurance box, like it didn't have insurance. Written down, done deal. But it's important that you remember this timeline of events. Goes to bike to do speeding. When she cannot provide insurance is when he ticks the box or whatever on the ticket that says could not provide insurance, and then the interaction continues.
Hello? I don't have valid insurance. If you want to wait here for a few minutes, I can go get it emailed.
No, I can't.
What?
We can't just sit here and wait.
So what?
So you just have to come down and show it to them.
I literally can't. Like, I'm here to help my mom move from here down to Florida, and we're going to be drawn by the psychic, so I can provide you with that insurance.
What's the phone number? So if you're on the page, if you want to sign the next time on the page that it's not admission and guilt, she's receiving a copy of this ticket.
I'm sorry.
And you'll be taking care of it. It's going to be for the speeding, 30 and a 15, and the insurance.
No.
You've got until the 9th of June to take care of this ticket, or you can come to court on that date.
Stop talking over me like I asked you a question and you didn't answer it.
Or you can come to court on that date and take care of it.
I just want to put this out there. No, she wasn't asking a question. I don't believe the officer's talking over her. She breaks him off mid-sentence. But I just wanted to make it clear that the false narrative starts here with the body cam footage. It gets better.
I mean, he's like not allowing me a second to give him the insurance, and he's saying I have to go into court.
Blatantly untrue. He allowed you not only a few seconds, 4 minutes to find the insurance, which already should be in your car. Any Only Jacks viewers, check your phone right now to make sure that at least in like your mobile wallet or in your insurance app that you have the, well, if you have the app, you'll have the updated ID card. But if you don't have that and you just have the paper cards, make sure yours is accurate to avoid yourself this stress in the future. Or maybe the cop will be nice and give you the 4 minutes to download the app so you can show them current insurance. Like, it's not that hard.
I have the policy number for you.
That doesn't do me any good, ma'am. So you want to sign this or no?
Okay, so keep this in mind while you're watching it. We saw in that first video that she's trying to hand him insurance. During this body cam footage, we've already established that she doesn't have a paper copy of the physical insurance. And so at this point in the body cam footage, she's hung up with her mom and she's now fiddling on her phone. This is the point where she pulls her phone out, but we've been through this.
I don't want to sign that. I want to give you my insurance right now. I'm trying to actively give you my insurance. Is there a reason you're not taking it?
Because I went back there and I took care of my business, and then I'm back and you still don't have it.
I literally have it. I'm trying to give it to you right now.
Okay. So what you can do is between now and then the 9th of June, you can come down here to this address. You can show it to them. Once you show it to them, then they takes care of that as long as it's valid during the time of the stop. And then the only thing you have to worry about will be the speeding portion. You can pay all of it, but if you pay everything, you're going to be pleading guilty to not having insurance, and the state of Tennessee is going to suspend your license. So that's why I'm telling you between now and the 9th of June.
Sign this, and
I'm not trying to make you sign it. Your signature
I have my
is
insurance, and I'm trying to give you my insurance right now, and you're refusing to take it.
Okay, and everything's been recorded this whole entire time.
Okay,
there
that's
you go,
fine.
ma'am. I've already explained it to you.
You're gonna reach in my car?
Yep. Have a good day.
Okay, so that concludes the body cam footage, and I just want to recap what the officer said. He's got a southern accent that I had trouble, I'm getting used to it living in Nashville, but some people just have a certain type of southern that I couldn't really grasp the first time. So I've already seen this a couple times. Basically explains to her, hey, here's the ticket. It's got on there that you didn't have insurance to provide me, but you have until this date to go to the court to show them that you actually have insurance, that ideally that covered the time. I think she has insurance. I just think she doesn't have it like with her, which is her fault. But go to the court, show them that you had insurance. They'll take that off. I need you to sign this ticket just to acknowledge that you got the ticket. This is not an admission of guilt. Go take care of it down at the court. You're still gonna have to pay the speeding ticket. But hey, if you decide to pay this ticket without showing the court that you had insurance, your license will be suspended in the state of Tennessee. So the cop has done all his due diligence, and like, he's pretty monotonous, but it sounds like he's literally trying to help this lady not get her license suspended, at which point she takes out her phone, not handing valid insurance, to accuse this guy of not taking her valid insurance. So that's the whole body cam footage. I wish it stopped there, and I'm so glad it doesn't. So she takes to TikTok, and this is awesome, by the way. I love stuff like this. Seeing what you just saw, watch Audra, it's not Aubrey, watch Audra Bean's retelling of events here, and let me know in the comments every point she got wrong.
I'm saying I have my insurance, and I'm trying to give you my insurance right now, and you're refusing to take it.
Okay, and everything's been recorded this whole entire time.
Gallatin Police Department is bullying me and intimidating me, trying to convince me not to file a complaint against one of their officers. I tried to file a complaint, and he told me that it would result in a felony charge if I tried to file a complaint against their officer. Here's how we got there.
We already know how we got there. I'm not trying to, make a mountain out of a molehill, but in the statement it says if she gives false information, it might result in a felony charge. So we already have the officer advising, please don't pay this whole ticket, because if you do, your license will be suspended in your license will be suspended in the state of Tennessee. Rather, go to court, show them you had insurance, get this part taken off the ticket. So now that we've seen the body cam footage, I kind of like look at this interaction with the police as another like, hey, don't do the stupid thing you're about to do right now.
I got pulled over today around 3:30. It started as a speeding ticket, and when I tried to give him my insurance, he would not accept my insurance.
When she tried to give him insurance, she gave him expired insurance, is what that should read.
You can see the clip at the beginning of this. I'm saying, I have insurance. Why are you writing me a ticket for not having insurance? Please take my insurance. Refused to take it. And when he said, here's the ticket, you need to sign it, I said, no, I don't want to sign that. I have to ask some clarifying questions here. I don't understand why I'm being written a ticket for not having insurance when I am physically presenting you with my insurance.
Hold on, I want to watch that body cam footage back, because at no point did she physically present him with insurance. That is the dumbest thing. I didn't realize she said it like that.
So that's why I'm telling you, between now and the 9th of June.
Sign this, and
I'm not trying to make you sign it. Your signature
I have my
is.
insurance, and I'm trying to give you my insurance right now, and you're refusing to take it.
Okay, and everything's been recorded this whole entire time.
Okay,
there you
that's fine.
go, ma'am. I've already explained it to you.
You're gonna reach in my car?
Yep, have a good day.
So she didn't ask any questions at all. She just restated a false retelling of events for the video. Freaking cool, dude. I'm so glad we have body cam footage.
He didn't answer any of my questions.
Because you didn't ask any. Like, what do you mean?
He pushed his arm into my car with the ticket and my driver's license, threw it back in here, and in fact, my driver's license is still stuck here. That's where he threw it. My driver's license is still fucking stuck between my dash and my windshield, okay? So what did I do? I called the department to try to file a complaint, because if none of that was unlawful, at the very least, it was distasteful and unprofessional. And he told me that I was lying, I was wrong, he didn't see anything wrong with what had happened, and if I filed a complaint against him, that it would be a felony. What are you fucking talking about? I can't file a complaint against an officer? Oh no, you can. He said I could, but it would be a felony charge because I was lying. Sir, I know you saw the body cam footage, but I also have it recorded on my personal phone, okay? So what happened is what happened. There's no gray area. It's black and white.
So knowing that she posted this before the police department hosted the body cam footage is so choice, because she says it as if I recorded the entire interaction. There's no gray area. What happened is what happened. And come to find out that absolutely right, there is no gray area. What happened is exactly what happened, and you look like an idiot here. So as she goes to file the complaint, whoever she's talking to says, whoa, you can absolutely file the complaint. However, I know you're lying, so if you choose to go forward with filing this complaint, you may receive a felony charge, which to me reads like, file this complaint, we know you're lying, we're gonna charge you with a felony. Please don't do this.
He refused to take my insurance and then forced himself into my vehicle, got my driver's license stuck between my dash and my windshield, and that was that. Like, there's no gray, it's black and white. And now you're gonna try to intimidate me and bully me and say that I can't file a complaint, or you're going to threaten me with a felony charge? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, dude, God forbid the police department actually do something nice and not let this 20-something-year-old lady ruin her life with a felony charge, which you would absolutely get convicted on if it went to court. Like, what do you mean? Like, he's helping you out. Anyway, so that video gets posted, and then the body cam footage comes out, and our girl, Aubrey Bean, triples down. No, this would be a double down. This Aubrey Breen doubles down on the claim, and this is where the shape-shifting comes. Let me know if you see it.
The Gallatin Police Department is trying to intimidate and bully me by threatening me with a felony charge if I file a complaint against one of their officers. This has happened 3 times now, 2 of them in writing, so you can't say that I'm making it up anymore. The first time was verbally, and we're gonna get into that in just a second, but the second time was on the Gallatin Police Department official Facebook page. The third time was on my personal Instagram, where they commented under my post Social media intern is wildin'. Here are the screenshots. You can read it for yourself.
So the screenshots she provided is, this is a copy and paste from the Facebook post that we wrote. And I think this is the actual Facebook post down here, but it's exactly how she says it. You know, if she files a complaint, if she reports false information on a written complaint, she could be charged with a felony offense. Now, if you want to say that the Gallatin Police Department is threatening you, like, if you've convinced yourself that you're in the right in this situation, I could see how this response by the Gallatin Police Department would sound like a threat. The problem is Aubrey Breen is completely detached from reality because her retelling of events is not what happened. So if what she was saying was true, this is a threat by the Gallatin Police Department. The problem is I think the Gallatin Police Department got it right here. You know, like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm not saying like back the blue or anything. I like police officers, I guess. I like watching Cops. You guys ever watched Cops? Cops is great. But what I am saying is that in a time where it's really important that police get it right, these guys got it right. she tries to flame them for it, and it doesn't go well.
Here's how my verbal interaction went. This one is just as much cause for concern, so have a seat. It is 6:03 p.m., which puts us at about 2.5 hours after the initial incident. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch all my other videos and come back. I get a call from somebody's personal number that introduced themselves to me as Sergeant Woodard. I think this is a little weird. Anytime the police have ever called me, it's been clearly marked as the police or no caller ID, but whatever.
Hold on, I want to read that screenshot for you guys.
Ever called me, it's been
Miss O'Neill, this is Sergeant Woodward. So Audra Bean is Audra O'Neill, guys. She doxed herself. Miss O'Neill, this is Sergeant Woodward with the Gallatin Police Department. GALT Police Department. I like the abbreviation there. I was returning your call in reference to your complaint. If you get this message in the next few minutes, give me a call. I'm on my way home and I'll be done for the day in about 15 minutes. Otherwise, I'll call you tomorrow. She responds back, is now a good time? And that's where I assume the verbal conversation about this took place.
Clearly marked as the police or no caller ID, but whatever. He says, I'm calling to get your side of the story. I'm gonna go ahead and stop me right there because he was not calling to get my side of the story. I get about 1.5 sentences out saying something to the effect of, well, your officer refused to take my insurance, and he stopped me right there and said, that is not true, that's not what happened, and is cutting me off. So immediately I'm like, uh-oh, he didn't call me to get my side of the story.
He didn't call to get your side of the story. He called to plead with you to not risk getting a felony charge for reporting false information on a written complaint towards the police station, which I would imagine they have every intent to actually file charges against you should you file a false complaint. Of course, maybe he should. I don't know what he said during the phone call. Maybe he shouldn't have said, if he said that he wanted to get her side of the story, that was not great, okay? However, the purpose of this call, despite what anyone on the call would tell you, was to plead, don't be stupid. Can't believe it.
He called me to tell me that I was wrong and I was a liar, because had he called me to get my side of the story, he would have listened to what I had to say, processed it, then responded. He called me with a preconceived notion of what his opinion was, and he wanted to let me know that I was wrong.
He called you after watching the body cam footage. He didn't have a preconceived whatever. He watched the footage and came to the same result that I came to, that everyone in this comment section came to. Look at this. I'm not her. I'm the victim. The DoorDash girl 2.0 right here. I like this comment. Please file a complaint so a judge can explain to you why you're wrong. It seems like there's a bunch of absolute retards responding to this. Who just didn't understand what the guy's saying. She's in the wrong. Like, yeah, we know. That's exactly what the comment says. I like this conservative truth. Did you see the Gallatin Police Department TikTok? When you do, I think you'll delete your comment. I don't know what about this comment has confused so many people, but it was funny to read. And I you know what? I hope she does file a complaint with the judge. Or I do wish she would file a complaint exactly so a judge can explain to her why she's wrong. Unfortunately, I do believe that'll come with a felony charge, but you know, you win some, you lose some.
I'm now proceeding with caution. I start to talk a little bit more. He cuts me off again to tell me again that I am wrong. Then he says to me, you're being argumentative with me right now, and you were being argumentative with the officer from the jump. And I said, what do you mean by that? Can you tell me where I was being argumentative? He then proceeds to tell me that he was referring to the part of the video where I said to the officer, I don't think I was going that fast. Here it is for yourself. Do you think I was being argumentative?
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Not bad. Hey, also, as regard to reason I stopped you doing 30 in a 15-mile-an-hour school zone, need your license, registration, and insurance.
I don't think that I was going that fast.
Okay.
What else?
Registration and insurance.
But I
To her credit, I don't think she was being argumentative there. Passive aggressive? Sure. Annoyed that a cop was pulling you over? Definitely. Not argumentative. Point to Aubrey Beam.
saw was that I disagreed with him, he ignored it, and I didn't bring it up again. Continues to shut me
I would like it mentioned that that is the only true thing she says in this entire video.
down, and I get to the point where I'm like, there's no reason to have this conversation anymore. I say, okay, so are you telling me I can't file a complaint against this officer? Says, well, you can file a complaint if you want, but what you're telling me right now is a lie and untrue, so it will result in a felony. I see it as straight up intimidation and bullying. Why are you trying so hard to protect this officer before you've even heard what I have to say? Even if you disagree, you should still hear me out, right? Isn't that your job as a public servant?
At no point was this intimidation or bullying. I think there's a proverb about this. Hold on. Proverbs 23:9. Do not waste your breath on fools, for they will despise the wisest advice. An endless list of things could be made that are in the biblical text that are absolutely relevant to 2026. And I mean, I don't think it's captured better than right here. Do not advise someone to not make a false complaint to the police report or office or whatever, for she will say you're bullying and threatening her. Like, come on, dude. So that's her, I guess, third video on the topic. That's her doubling down. After she gets this, after she posts this, I should say, she does get a lot of comments like, girl, we saw the video, humble yourself, take the L, show the court you had insurance, be done with this. This is just a bad look. I love that we live in a time where people, no matter what you say, no matter the good advice, people are never going to change their mind. Once you're detached from reality, it's a life sentence, it's permanent, it will never change except for some divine intervention. So my girl Audrey triples down in spectacular fashion. Here it is.
Your signature
I have my
is...
insurance, and I'm trying to give you my insurance right now, and you're refusing to take it.
Okay, and everything's been recorded this whole entire time.
Okay,
There you
that's
go,
fine.
ma'am. I've already explained it to you.
You're gonna reach in my car?
Yep.
A Gallatin Police Department officer has wrongfully written me a ticket for no insurance during a traffic stop. I said I have valid insurance, tried to present it to him. He rejected it and wrote me the ticket anyways.
What does More Pegasus say? Play the clip.
There you go, Miss Emily. Any luck with that insurance, ma'am?
So, I don't know. This is not written.
That's the registration.
I know it's through Progressive.
Well, you got Progressive and Travelers.
This is old.
Okay, that's an old one. What's the expiration date on that one?
This one says 12/7 of 25, but I don't think that's right. I just called my mom and she said it's through Progressive and it should be current, so it might just be. Hello? I don't know what to do. I mean, I have valid insurance. If you want to wait here for a few minutes, I can go get it emailed.
More like she took a class on Hassanetics. Am I right? Am I right, gamers? Welcome to the Only Jacks episode of the legendary series. Subscribe or you're cooked.
I'm going to present you 6 reasons why I am not wrong. I encourage you to listen to all 6 reasons, to watch the videos I have already posted, and to watch the body cam footage that is available before you form your opinion on this. Number 1, I am not lying that he refused to take my insurance. You can see right here.
Your signature
I have my
is...
insurance, and I'm trying to give you my insurance right now, and you're refusing to take it.
Okay, and everything's been...
Yeah.
Again, she puts this out as if she's presenting him the valid insurance, which we've seen the clip now like 8 times. At no point does she have valid insurance to give to the police officer. I will say she does get a policy number. However, it's not on the police officer to take your policy number that you give him, have him look it up in some system. Some states can't even look up if you have insurance or not. So they need to have that card from you. It's not on him to do this. And so like, I'll guess I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, maybe thinking that since she had the valid policy number, that was giving accurate and correct insurance. But legally, I don't think this holds up. I'm not a lawyer though. Legal mindset, tap in.
Asked me to provide the insurance, and I did. Then he rejected it and wrote the ticket. Whether or not you are of the opinion that I took too long or had enough chances is besides the fact. I stated he refused to take my insurance. That is true on my video. That is true on the body cam video. Number 2, a lot of people are asking why I only posted a very short clip in my videos. And the answer to that is because I don't hate the police. I have great respect for police officers, and I'm very grateful for the work that they do. So my initial instinct when I get pulled over is not to pull out my phone and start recording them, because I don't automatically assume that there's going to be an issue that I will need record of.
Maybe she doesn't hate the police, you know? That just seems like such a cop-out way of saying I had no other options. I had to record myself looking like I was the victim and post it. Like, that's what you did, Audra Bean. Come on. Come on. You only posted that short clip because that's all you had, and you didn't think the Gallatin Police Department was going to actually show the world. You called their bluff and you lost. They had the better hand. That's why you posted the short clips, and that's fine. What can I say? This is gonna make a great apology cop.
I only posted that short clip is because that's all I had. You can see on the body cam footage exactly where I started recording, at the very end, once I realized it was going wrong. Not because I was trying to hide something. Number 3, for those of you claiming that I was rude or argumentative, where? Please clip that exact place where you believe that is happening and tag me.
Yeah, sorry, Bimbo, I'm not doing all that. Let's play the clip again. Someone if she has a YouTube channel, someone tag her at whatever timestamp this is. I'll flash it on screen right now. Someone tag her. Aubrey Breen, this is where you were being argumentative.
Yes, between now and the 9th of June.
Sign this, and
I'm not trying to make you sign it. Your signature
I have my
is
insurance, and I'm trying to give you my insurance right now, and you're refusing to take it.
okay, and everything's been recorded this whole entire time.
Okay,
There
that's
you go,
fine.
ma'am. I've already explained it to you.
You're gonna reach in my car? I would like to see it. He walked up, we had our initial greetings. I said, I don't think I was going that fast. He said, okay, and ignored it, and I never brought it up again. How are you?
Not bad. Hey, also, as regards to reason I stopped you doing 30 in a 15-mile-an-hour school zone, need your license, registration, and insurance.
I don't think that I was going that fast.
Okay.
What else?
Registration and insurance.
The only other part I could possibly see as being misinterpreted as having an attitude is towards the end when he wasn't taking my insurance and I started panicking. But even then, I remained pretty calm. I never raised my voice. I never cussed at him, and I was never disrespectful.
But you did lie and record a video in which you were dead set on making yourself look like the victim. He did not refuse your insurance. He refused your expired insurance. Like, I don't see any reality in which you could even convince yourself that you were in the right here. I'm trying my best, but I'm replaying this in my head. Like, if this happened to me, could I would certainly be pissed if like my mom was going to email me the insurance and the officer was like, we had time to do that, but that time is over, so here's your ticket. I'd be pretty upset about it. And then upon hearing that if I were to take it to the court and show them that I did in fact have insurance, I just couldn't provide it at the time, and have that thing taken off my ticket, I would be upset then still that I would have to go to court. And if what she's saying is true, that she's going to be gone on the 2nd, when I'm assuming that's May 2nd, so this is already passed. But like, yeah, that sucks. You know, you're helping your mom move her to Florida, and now you have to go to court to get something off your ticket, and you got to pay a speeding ticket. Like, I understand all those things, but none of what you just said happened.
Number 4, to circle back to my first point, for those of you that do hold the opinion that I had enough time to provide my insurance, let me break down how much time I actually had, because we have timestamps now.
Before she gets into this, I want to remind everyone that as the law states, you have to have valid insurance in the car with you at all times. So the necessary amount of time, in my professional YouTuber opinion, to provide insurance is about 30 seconds, or as long as it takes for you to pull out the app where your insurance is or reach into your glove box where the insurance card is, which I would imagine is about 30 seconds or a minute and a half if you have to download the app. The officer gave her plenty of time. She'll explain further.
3:19 p.m. He walked up to my car. We had our initial interaction. He walked away from my car at 3:20 and 30 seconds. I had my insurance, not a policy number, my current valid insurance, ready to present to him by 3:26. It took me 5 minutes and 30 seconds. For those of you that are saying, well,
this makes things interesting. Let's go back to the body cam footage. Okay, so she's still wrong. I'm not giving her the benefit of the doubt, but remember how we were saying earlier that once an officer writes a ticket, he's written the ticket. That's that. You can't go back on it. So in the upper right hand corner here, we can see the timestamp of what's going on. So right now we're at, this is 12 hour time, 24 hour time, I should say. It's 3:25 and 40 seconds. So just watch this.
So if you want to summon next, I'm on the pay.
So he's already filled out the ticket. Now he's explaining to her, hey, sign this and the whole 9 yards. So like he's already filled out the ticket. I see here, hold on. I see here.
Policy number.
My
current valid insurance ready to present to him by 3:26.
Okay, so yes, 3:26 p.m. You did not have the valid insurance by the time he had done his ticket. Like, you're still wrong. This sucks, by the way. If you would have had an extra literally 30 seconds, if you would have gotten this 30 seconds sooner, yes, all this could have been avoided. The ticket was written and he's explaining it to you before you get this. So like, you don't have any legs to stand on. This is silly. By 3:26, what are you saying happened at 3:26?
He walked away from my car at 3:20 and 30 seconds. I had my insurance, not a policy number, my current valid insurance ready to present to him by 3:26. It took me 5 minutes and 30 seconds. For those...
Yeah, but at 3:26, he was reading you out what the ticket was for and asking you to sign it. The interaction's over. Like, way to spin it. We did have timestamps, and they show that you're wrong, willfully wrong at this point. Now you have no excuse.
Of you that are saying, well, Audra, he can't wait 20 or 30 minutes by the side of the road for you to get your insurance. Well, 5 minutes and 30 seconds is not comparable. And the whole time he wasn't just standing there milling about waiting for me to get my insurance. That time includes him walking around, talking to me while I'm trying to pull it up. I'm distracted. So I would say I got it pretty quick. Number 5.
Again, the time does include those things, but it's your responsibility as the driver to have that ready to present at any time. Sorry, like
talking to me while I'm trying to pull it up. I'm distracted. So I would say I got it pretty quick. Number 5, maybe my favorite one. The Gallatin Police Department made a very TLDR post about me on their Facebook page. And in that post, they lied. Stated in writing that I asked the officer to stand by the side of the road and wait for my mother to arrive to the scene with my insurance information, which did not happen.
So to clarify, she did not ask, she did ask him to stay, but that's not what they said. The driver stated she believes she had valid insurance and asked if Officer Azer could wait for her mother to arrive. She wasn't saying the mother to arrive, but I can very much see how they hear, I'm just waiting for my mom to get it to me. I understand that if you're not listening like super duper intently, which they probably should have been, but I understand how that would get misheard as like waiting for my mother to arrive, especially since you're in town to help move your mother. But like this being incorrect does not change anything about the story. Like this can be solved with an asterisk, or like a correction or an edit. You can edit the post. All they need to do to correct this is say, oh, hey, this one super minor detail we got wrong. Like, they have totally not taken the attack here, and you've been attacking left and right. So for you to get out of this, you gotta like admit that you were wrong. Like, make a whole apology video. Like, you see, this is the tiny mistake. If it's a lie, it's a tiny lie. You have concocted a web of lies that needs to be burnt with fire. I hope you realize that.
Gallatin Police Department, if we are claiming that we have the body cam footage and we're putting the truth out here, why did you say that? Nowhere in that video did I ask the officer to wait for my mom to show up. I said,
that is true. Nowhere in the video did you ask to wait for your mom to show up. You did, however, ask to wait for your mom to send you the insurance. So again, this is so nitpicky. Like, okay, yeah, you didn't ask for them to wait for your mom to appear, but you did ask them to wait. Play the clip.
I have valid insurance if you want to wait here for a few minutes. I can go get it emailed.
You did ask them to wait for your mom to send you the insurance, which could have been 10 seconds or 30 seconds, which unfortunately, that's how long it looked like it was. Unfortunately for you, I wish it was sooner. But the officer doesn't know whether that's 30 seconds or 30 minutes. So what an officer is not going to do, a good officer, a good, valuable to the taxpayer's officer, is not going to stand there and is not going to sit there while he could be patrolling. Like, this is like the same reason you don't call 911 with nothing, dude. Keep the line open. He's not going to stand there, keep his line closed in on you when he could be keeping the line open for other things. Like, this is so nitpicky. Okay, yeah, they got it wrong. Your mom wasn't going to show up, but you did ask them to wait.
Hold on a second, it's being emailed to me. Also, if you're going to sit here and threaten me with a felony for making a report against your officer because what I'm saying is a lie, why do you get to lie? Number 6.
That is so not at all the same thing. That is so not at all the same thing. Please file a report so this goes to trial. Please file a report. I want to see this. Bring your cameras. This will be so much bigger and greater than the Johnny Depp? This will be so much bigger and greater than the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case. Please file this complaint, Audrey, please.
Since I've posted these videos, I have had countless DMs and comments on my post from people coming forward letting me know that they have had similar or worse issues with the Gallatin Police Department, some of them specifically with Officer Azer.
All right, let's play a game of Picks or It Didn't Happen. We've got 743 comments here. I've scrolled through quite a bit of these. I've not seen one of Officer Azer. So Picks or It Didn't Happen. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the comments. Not reading all that. Doubling down and being wrong is wild AF. You said it, Bukirky. Gallatin PD got your ass. Hey, so we all saw the videos. You're in the wrong. Going through these comments, I'm not seeing anything about Gallatin PD or Officer Azer. But I will say it's so heartening to see all these people who clearly took the 8 minutes or however long to watch that body cam footage, because it means that we don't live in an idiocracy. People, at least to a certain extent, will go through and actually research on something before hating on someone else. So hope is not lost for hope is not lost. Number 1, get a lawyer, because this is probably going to turn into a defamation lawsuit. You attempted to present expired insurance card and proceeded to want him to wait for an email. He doesn't have to give you any time. All you had to do was show proof of insurance and the ticket gets thrown out. That's all. And that is all Gallatin, that's all Officer Azer was trying to say. And all the Gallatin police officers in correspondence with her are telling her, please don't file this report so you don't get a felony. We don't want you to get a felony. I ain't seen no comment saying the PD is in the wrong. You said it, Finsta. You're wrong, period. Lamau, you're wrong. You're still in the wrong. You are 100% in the wrong. You're so wrong. Like, I mean, I guess I could sit here all day and try to find the needle in the haystack comment that says people go through this kind of stuff all the time with Gallatin PD, but I'm sorry, the burden of proof lies with you, Aubrey. Picks or It Didn't Happen.
Let me put one final thing in perspective for you. I understand that all police departments are going to have their issues, but Gallatin, Tennessee is a very small town. Big cities with physically more people and big city crime have a lot more room for error. Okay, I understand why those cities would have a lot of reports or a lot of issues against their officers. But when we're in a small town and the same theme is reoccurring, where we're having issues with the whole department and a specific officer, maybe you should look into it.
So that's the end of her video. It looks like that's the most recent videos posted to her account. Okay, Future Jacks here. You can tell because I'm wearing glasses now. I've changed my shirt. I think I'm wearing a different hat. And there's a new garden out there. I don't know if you can see it. But hey, so update 2 things actually. One, the order of the videos I posted was incorrect. She made the first video, she made the second video, then body cam footage, then third video. The order of the videos actually doesn't matter. The whole story it's the same no matter what. But so there's that. And then second thing, she posted a follow-up video. So let's watch that right now.
Come with me to the Gallatin courthouse to show that I did have valid insurance at the time of the stop. And before you guys say anything, just hold on. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Hi, if you're new here, last week I got pulled over and posted about it online and it went very viral. It was supposed to be just a regular speeding ticket and it turned into a no proof of insurance ticket as well. I was pretty offended by that because I did have valid insurance and I was trying to show it to the officer at the time of the stop and he wrote me the ticket anyways. And then I tried to report this to the department and they told me that what I was saying was untrue and I was lying. And then
result in a felony charge.
Then the department released the body cam footage and you guys ate me up. You tore me to shreds. You sure did. I mean, the death threats, that was a little much, but I have had time to reflect and research. So let me tell you what I've learned. I handed him last year's insurance. I didn't realize I hadn't switched it out yet. My bad. You got me there. For the people that are saying like, I had enough time. Okay, well, you know what? I guess that is a matter of opinion because I had 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And then I provided the insurance. But here's what I learned. He has the right to have like discretion or whatever. And like he can choose how long he wants me to wait. So technically, if that's how long you wanted to wait, that's how long you wanted to wait.
And that's what I've been saying the whole time. Like, I understand that 5 minutes and 30 seconds is not a lot to pull up a document that you don't have. Why is my chair spinning on its own? Screw it, we'll go with it. I understand that's not a lot of time to pull up a document that you don't have, but the whole thing revolves around you should have that in your... Okay. You should have that in your car at all times for immediate presentation to a police officer. License, registration, insurance, every time. Or download the Progressive app and just keep it there. Take 2 seconds to pull it up. But yeah, I mean, listen, I'm with you, Audra. 5 minutes and 30 seconds is not a lot of time to pull up a document that you don't have that someone's gonna have to send you. However, it's on you for not having it in the first place.
I'm not sure why the department posted on their Facebook page, TikTok, and Instagram saying that I had asked him to wait for my mom to show up with the insurance. Like, that just simply never happened. If you actually watch the body cam footage, I never said that. So I don't even want to call it a miscommunication because I genuinely never said that. I said it's being emailed to me right now.
You said, and I'm quoting here, can we wait for my mom to email it to me? So yes, they got it wrong. You never said you were waiting for your mom to arrive. However, saying you don't understand, you're not even going to call it a miscommunication when your words were, my mom is going to email this to me. Can we wait for a second? Having that through the game of telephone at the end of the game be, hey, she wanted me to wait for her mom to get here. Like, I understand how that like got mistranslated, but it's also not a big deal. Why are you dying on this hill?
And it was. The reason I was pressing the insurance issue so hard is because I wasn't going to be here. I understand that it could be a very simple fix. It's not that big of a deal to just go down to the courthouse, right? And show that I had valid insurance. Literally, Kim, people are dying, okay? I know. I was in a situation where I'm thinking ahead in the future and I'm thinking, crap, I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be able to fix it. I actually did have the valid insurance, not just the policy number for him. And in my mind, I'm thinking, why can't he take this? It'll take 2 seconds to fix it, right? But I've also learned that he would have had to rewrite the whole ticket. Okay, I didn't understand that, so I was also wrong about it being an easy fix. That's why I was so worried about it. Was I rude? I don't think so. I think that I was pretty nice. Also, was the cop rude? I thought so at the time because I was in trouble and I was panicking. I look back at the body cam video, you're right. He really wasn't.
You literally pulled out your phone and started yelling at him. You literally pulled out your phone and started yelling at him. What do you mean you weren't rude? Allergic to accountability. She's gonna have a long career on TikTok, and if she goes to Twitch, she's gonna do very well. Audra, if you're watching, don't change a thing about you. Go to Twitch, because you've got the temperament for it.
So then, let's go take care of this ticket. All right, she just kind of like initialed the ticket right here and said that that was good and that I don't need any other kind of receipt. So I guess we're all cleared up here.
Okay, so that's the real end of the video. looks like everything got taken care of. With this response video, she still doesn't seem to quite understand why she would get a felony charge for report or making a false report, or like she doesn't understand. She seems to not understand where she's lying, like where at which point in the story that she's lying. But you know, I like a happy ending like this. She went to the court. She's not gonna have her license suspended for paying the ticket and pleading guilt. So good for her. Good for Gallatin PD. Yeah, I guess that's it. So this time I've been Only Jax, and look, okay, how am I'm gonna go outside and take a video of my garden, and I'm gonna show you. Like I was saying, I'm Only Jax, and until next time, pray that my garden grows. I've got green onions here, but I just planted the seeds, so I hope they sprout. And then I've got more stuff in there, like a little, I try to make it like a little greenhouse, but I don't know if it'll work. And there's my kitty. But I've been Only Jax. Wish me luck on my garden. Just if a police officer gives you a ticket and you don't understand it, just fight it in court. They'll make you understand. You made it to the end of the video. You should subscribe, or maybe just leave a like. Leave a comment if you please, but I'd rather you subscribe. I check that shit like every day, and when that subscriber number goes up, well, my heart goes up to the sky. When you do